The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go. Hey, wahoo! 52, Mike 52. Woo-hoo! Mike 52, Mike 52. On the ball.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak for the whole month of December.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost them 2 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Check, 59. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Back.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check three.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now it's Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yes. Stop. 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 6. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Watch out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 37.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 17.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Ferguson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And he's able to find Diggs. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Jackson to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. It cuts this thing to 2. It's 15-13 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And look at this. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Ready to break.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Shoot.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
On the ready.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Big grip. Big grip.
They run again with Hunt.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So it's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Undercross. Check safety. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On the 6. Mike's 56. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
You got tight right there.
Now.
On first down, it's Hunt. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
52, back Three bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Hey, Haywood!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, ready?
Watch Mike. In your face.
Ready?
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 27, Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check nickel, nickel.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ready, weapon. Rush in. Rush in. Hayward.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm here all day.
Shoot.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Keep dribbling. Keep dribbling.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
52.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go now. 8, read. Come on, dude. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check up now.
On second down now, it's Hunt. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.